Today I decided to dig a circle so that I could plant roses in it and potentially an obelisk. I wanted to leave enough space between the firebush and this just so that if we needed to drive or pull a trailer in for mulch and dirt and stuff, that we could do it. But this was at least 3 wheelbarrows full, and the middle was all clay, so it had to get dug out so that I can fill it with regular dirt. But the game plan is to take this area and make a couple circles. I don't really like the circles by themselves, but I think ultimately they can get connected, and then I can have a big, long, like alley here next to my beautiful apricot roses. 2 wheelbarrows down. Okay, 3 wheelbarrows and full of, it's actually topsoil and leveled out and ready for planting. I just have to figure out which rose bush, say that 3 times fast, I'm putting in here. My plan is to put 3 circles here. That's about 7-foot diameter. It doesn't look like 7 foot, but that's what it is. And I'll put 3 of them here. The first one I dug out because I put with a guide of a hose around it. This time I'm just kind of picking the center and then digging out from the center. And I have to make sure that I miss this drainage hole here because that's where the PEX pipe is, and it worked out perfectly. I'm going to be on this other side of that, and then I'm going to put 3 circles in here. I'm not sure where the last one's going to go, if it's going to be on a diagonal or if it's going to come back this way. I'm kind of leaning towards coming back this way, which means that would be a lot wider path over there. That's 1 wheelbarrow dug up. What's that? Wheelbarrow number 2. Feels like number 17. And this one might be a little bit larger than the other one because 2 wheelbarrows and I'm halfway through. Maybe a little bit more than halfway through. All right, so that's the second wheelbarrow from the last one. So, I don't know, I'm gonna put about 4 or 5. I'll keep track when I go back over the video. But actually today seems to be a perfect day to do this because it's really breezy and really overcast and probably in the 60s. So just so you know, this was a hole here where we dug and it rained on it and everything, so the soil sank. So I'm just throwing some more of this on top and I'll rake it out just because I'm tired of like almost breaking my ankle and stepping in holes. But what I'm going to do is, since this is some clay over here, I'm going to try to, and there are still a lot of roots. Those roots for these go pretty deep down. And so I want to make sure I get all this so I don't have an issue with it. And definitely going to dig out the middle, and that's where this, I'll put the other name on it. It's Mademoiselle, something starts with an E. But it's the general store rose right here because I got that one. It's in a pot. It didn't come to me banded, so it doesn't need to stay out, but it's a climber. So I'm going to have to definitely put, I want to say obelisk, but you know what I mean. A tutor here, but it's got to be a really sturdy one because it's a pretty big bush. Although I really had a difficult time finding a lot of photos of it on the internet, and that's one thing that really bothers me when you look for photos on the internet and it has only the flower and you don't know how big it is. You think that it's the size of your hand, but it's really the size of your thumb, or you can't see it in relation to other plants, so you don't even know how tall it is. I mean, they have the heights and widths there, but it's just, I'm a visual person, so I like to see it. Anyway, I gotta go dump this. This wheelbarrow is 20 heaping shovels full, spades full. Well, that 20 scoops barely made a dent. That's funny, from this angle here, it looks like the roses are in the wheelbarrow, doesn't it? Our eyes are really deceitful. That's just, did you see that? That's just 2 wheelbarrows. That's Maui in rocket blast mode. He's crazy. Quick, bye. I'm still gonna need one more barrel. This is a lot of work. Look at you, dirty. Maui, look at me. Maui. 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 Don't be stubborn. Oh, the sun's coming out too. That's not good. Maui. Maui. He's so dirty. You're a mess, Maui. Look how dirty you are. Look at your face. Look at your paws. Look at your mess. Maui, you're a mess. You're such a mess. You're a beautiful hot mess. Hopefully that's the last wheelbarrow. I have to hoe it down, and I think that should be enough. And then I'm going to plant my general store rose. I keep calling it general store, but it's Davis store rose. Okay, good enough for government work. I just dug the hole out in the middle, and I'm going to plant this rose here, Davis store rose. All right, so the only thing left to do is water it and then get some mulch, but I'm plumb out, so I gotta get mulch for this one, that one, and the one back yonder. And then I want to tackle that one, but I need to call it a little bit of a rest for now.